65 million years ago, scientists believe an asteroid hit Earth and destroyed the dinosaurs. But we now know that isn't true. It wasn't an asteroid that killed the dinosaurs. It was a lone, angsty space wizard. Oh, someone's gonna sue me for that opening. So a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, a resident evil space wizard has found himself a family. Only he's going on an expedition now. An expedition for 2 whole years, bringing along a bunch of people in cryopods to explore some vast unknown region. Of course, he gets hit by a rogue asteroid and crash lands on the planet. And everyone else is dead except for him and our young protagonist, who don't speak the same language. Well, I'm sure they can find a way to come together to trek across this land full of dangerous beasts to get to the escape pod and jettison their way out of here before anything really bad happens. Now, I do have to say that this is not the action-packed man versus dinosaur, man versus nature type thing. While there are aspects of that, this is a lot more character-driven, focusing more on kind of the relationship between him and the young girl. Honestly, it kind of reminded me of Joel and Ellie from The Last of Us, the game, not the series. The girl being kind of a bit rambunctious and fun-hearted, him kind of being more of a grizzled, we need to focus and survive and get there before anything happens. In both regards, the movie seems to not know whether it wants to be a character piece or an action adventure. The characters were linear. It was a very predictable movie. Like, once you get maybe 10 minutes in and you've seen the trailers, you pretty much know what's gonna happen. Now, does that make this a bad movie? No. That being said, because it is focused more on the character-driven aspect, the movie tends to be slow, and the man versus nature fight for survival thing tends to be weighed down by this fact. But the man versus nature stuff, because that has to happen so frequently, we wind up having a lot of the same character development story beats throughout this. And then the ending, I'm kind of torn on the ending, because on one side, I think it ended really well and was done nicely. On the other hand, though, I feel like they could have ended it maybe 5 or 10 minutes sooner, and it would have had a more kind of potent impact. Like I said, I'm kind of split on it. It's doesn't affect the ending at all. It just seemed to go on a little bit long. You know how Hollywood does all the big dramatic end scene with everything, right? And then our 2 main characters, which have to carry the movie on their backs, great job to them. Usually kid actors are kind of iffy on their performances, but Ariana Greenblatt, I probably butchered that, does a pretty well job in this movie. While I don't think you necessarily need to see this movie in theaters, I will say I enjoyed the heck out of it, but not everybody is going to enjoy it as much as I did. If you do decide to go and see it, comment down below and let me know what you think.